Hello, everyone. Hello, my legion. How y'all doing today? I'm here today to review AMC's new show, Fear the Walking Dead. Now, Fear the Walking Dead premiered last Sunday night, and as you know, I was watching SummerSlam. So, there was a conflict between the two, and then I had to go to work. So I waited for it to be on demand. They have a free on demand thing for AMC, and just watched it today. And checking out Rotten Tomatoes, and it said the critics gave it 79%, and people who saw it gave 70%. And the critic consensus is that even though it borrows or recycles bits from the original Walking Dead, it's still a competitor with the original series. I don't know yet. Because it's a spin-off of The Walking Dead, nothing like the other one. And this pilot episode refers to this guy in this place, a drug house, a drug den, crack house, I guess, called a shooting gallery. And this is where, I don't know about smoking crack, but they shoot it. They have the junkies there to shoot up a lot. And he woke up in a stupor to see his girlfriend like eating kind of like the face off this guy, and she had like a big rod coming through her. And then he kind of like, she tries to grab him, he runs away, and then he's on the street just in a daze, and he gets hit by a car, and he goes to the hospital. And his parents go there, including his mom, his stepdad, and his sister. And they said, what's the problem this time? And he said he's a complete junkie. They put him in rehab a couple of times. He doesn't listen. He keeps going back to the stuff. And he was talking about what happened. They thought it was the drugs that were doing it. And he's real paranoid. And speaking of paranoia, I think it's called Fear the Walking Dead. And I think, from what I've seen, it might be about the phobia of becoming a zombie. And let me go see something real quick. Yeah, I forgot to look it up. The name of the fear of zombie. I think they had someone that said they have fear of zombie that asked this one lady, and it says it's kinemortophobia. And she says not even on Wikipedia. That's why. That's why she couldn't find. Or you can look up necrophobia too, fear of the dead. And that's why I kind of think this is about, sort of. But there's other stuff there. The mother is in a school, and she finds they have school lie detectors, metal detectors in the school. And this one kid comes in and sets off the alarm. She checks his pockets, and he said, "Well, you got 73 cents. Keep it." And she says, "Come see me in my office." And he had like a switchblade on him. And I assume it was a switchblade. You could barely see it. And she was wondering why he had a blade. And he said there was all these viruses going around, and the people walking around like they're dead and stuff. And he was in fear. So she kind of said she didn't let him have the thing back, and then he gave her the money. Hell, I'd keep that. That's 77 cents. I'd keep that money. Yeah, I can use all the money I can get. I wouldn't give away the change. That didn't make. That was kind of just being I don't know, it's stupid. Well, anyways, they go back to the kid, and then he starts hearing this freaky sound from this one guy, and then because he's in the hospital, and one guy flatlines, and then he decides to leave the hospital, and they go looking for him, and he goes see his drug dealer. A whole bunch else happened. There was a scene where they go earlier when they go, and there's this guy that gets shot. He comes back up, and they finally shot him. And all the people are fearing like they don't know what's going on. I don't want to give away too much more of the show. I can only go by what's from the pilot, but right now there's almost no zombies. And the acting is good. Well, the acting's really good, and the script is solid. The theme music is really cool, and the look of the show is all right. It's only so interesting. I only got somewhat into it. I don't think it can compete with the original, because I remember seeing the pilot of the original Walking Dead, and it was awesome. This one is all right. I don't know how exactly it's going to proceed. I don't know if it's going to mar itself into just people having fear of zombies with a brief. Oh, there goes the cat in the kitchen. With a brief overview of the Living Dead, or if it's going to go straight into like what the original Walking Dead was, because this is completely different. But I think it's going to be more about phobia, paranoia, and fear of the unknown or the dead or becoming dead or becoming the living undead. I don't know. It's okay. I probably give it a 6.5 out of 10, just because of the performance and stuff. Hopefully there'll be more zombies. I'm sure there's people complaining about it because there was a decent amount of zombies on. I remember the original premiere of Walking Dead, even though it starts out looking a lot like 28 Days Later with Rick Grimes in the hospital and there's no one there and he gets up and he discovers everything. It starts out a lot like that in the original Walking Dead. But Fear the Walking Dead's okay. I'll probably check it out again. I don't know exactly where it's headed. I don't know how many zombies is going to be in it. There might be more zombies in the thumbnail that my friend Tony Talent was kind enough to send me than this. I don't know. So I don't know what else to say. It's okay. I'm sure there's people that were disappointed in it. Just let me know what you think in the comments. And until next time, bye, please. Take care, my Legion.